Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. All right, today I've got a ridiculously cool piece of hardware to show you from HM Defense. This is their Stealth 556 upper, and it is one unique piece of hardware. Probably you have not seen anything like this, probably ever, okay? It starts out with their button rifled 9-inch barrel, okay? But the interesting thing about this barrel is it is integral suppressed, and it's very unique because of the way this one is set up. Their monoblock is machined directly into the barrel, so it has a machined gas block into the barrel, all right? We've done a few videos on the standard versions of these uppers before if you want to see some performance out of a slightly longer barrel, but this is a 9-inch barrel, a machined gas block, and the suppressor tube is machined into the barrel stock. You've got stainless steel baffles. I mean, it's a ridiculously cool setup. We did meter it a bit. The numbers are great. You do have a full rail system, M-lock slot, accessory slots on the bottom and side of the rail system, a full pick rail on top. It's just a great setup. And if you're into hog hunting, I mean, you can see here that I'm just shooting here today off of a carbon fiber Manfrotto tripod setup with a hog saddle. And this is pretty indicative of the way you would go out and try to look for pigs and stuff. You've got plenty of space here up on top to run your clip-ons and thermals and things like that, night vision devices. We're running a primary arms ACSS Raptor optic. This one is a 1:8 by 24 with a first focal plane. It's sitting in a Vortex Optics marked Bobro mount, which is a quick release mount. So we've got this one set up real nice. This gun is in 5.56. We're shooting 62 grain SS-109 projectiles. It's Lithuanian ball ammunition, so really good stuff. And man, this rig is great. I love the charging handle they used on this particular one. You would think a 9-inch barrel can't reach out the distance, but we are gonna shoot this thing a bit for you. I've got targets at 100, 200, and 300 yards. So pretty decent challenge for this 9-inch barrel. I mean, really, this would fit in really well in like a CQB type environment or a personal defense environment, but it's also equally at home out in the field taking animals at distance. I could see this as being a great coyote rig, hog rig. I mean, maybe at the correct distances and with the right ammo, a good deer rig. The overall length of the barrel is just over 16, so it is a one-tax gun, so it transfers like a suppressor, okay? But you don't have to worry about the 9-inch barrel requiring a short-barreled rifle tax because it is permanently affixed. The tube is machined into the barrel, so it meets the overall length requirements that we have in place and all. And one quick thing before I shoot on the barrel that I want to mention, I do love the profile that they cut into this barrel. It's got these steps in it, and the rear of the barrel is nice and thick. And it's nice and rigid. And one thing I can say about these button rifle barrels that HM produces is they are fantastic. So don't let the 9-inch barrel fool you. This thing is ridiculously cool. And I think the PA is the perfect optic for this setup. This rig is wonderful. All it needs is a sling and a clip-on thermal, and we're off to the races here. But I'm gonna shoot just sort of supported by the tripod here and get a couple of shots in. And let's just have some fun with this thing here. I think you're gonna like the way it sounds. Now you notice that I am wearing Ear Pro. It is a little pitchy. I mean, look, it's still got a little bit of a crack to it. You know, even though it's integral suppressed, it's still a 9-inch barrel, you know, with a fast round coming out of it. So I'm gonna wear Ear Pro. All right, got some 8-inch targets down there at 200. That's a challenging thing to hit off this saddle. It shoots right where it's looking. That's very impressive. So those are 8-inch targets at 200 yards off a hasty position. Very, very good accuracy. I cannot say enough good things about the accuracy of HM's barrels. They're fantastic. Stealth 556. All right, I'm feeling pretty stealthy. All right, 300. All right, that bolt locked to the rear real nice. I could really feel that. That's just a 20 round PMag there. I've got another one in my pocket. Look at that. And one thing I will say about this ammunition, just kind of quick in passing, the Lithuanian 62 grain SS-109, unpainted green tip basically. Well, it's not green, it's unpainted SS-109. This is probably the best surplus military ammo that you can get in 5.56. It's the king of the hill. It is awesome. It's great. I kill pigs with it. I don't use expanding bullets on pigs. I use ball ammo because it penetrates well. And I've never had an issue killing hogs with 5.56 using this type of rig. Now I'm discussing it kind of from a hunting perspective because of the way that we're, you know, holding this rifle up with the tripod. This gets you up above the grass. You can sneak around, get out in the woods, check the peanut fields, cotton fields, corn fields, you know, any of these hogs that are invasive and getting all into your crops and stuff. So from a hunting perspective, I think this fits well in that role because it's nice and compact and lightweight. I do love the fact that that gas block is machined directly into the barrel. And what that does is the way that they've gassed this thing, it might be just a little bit over gassed, but that also makes sure that it's going to be able to run just about any type of ammo you might happen to put into it, right? Some ammo is a little underpowered, a little overpowered. So, you know, kind of setting that gas up on this gun where it can work with a wide variety of different loads and different bullet weights is a nice thing. And with everything being like one homogeneous piece of metal and everything being machined, that's less tolerant stacking, right? So you don't have to worry about muzzle devices getting loose and falling off or becoming untimed or worrying about point of impact shift. This gun, you zero it, everything's good, it's dedicated, and everything's nice and rigid. I think both in combination with the way that this gas block and suppressor is machined in the barrel, but the rigidity of that barrel in those steps, it makes it very, very accurate, right? You don't get any flex or point of impact shift or stringing or any kind of weird stuff like that. I dig it. I think this is a fantastic setup. I kind of wanted to just show it to you guys. It's not something you see every day. HM also has their HMB, their HM bolt. And I've showed this off in the original video, but I wanted to mention too, that because this one uses the same bolt mechanism. So their bolt, you know, normally where the cam pin, okay, goes on a bolt on an AR-15, it's machined all the way through, right? And there's just a hole. You can look and it's just one continuous hole where the cam pin goes through the bolt. That can sort of add a little bit of a weak point to the system. So the HMB, you can buy it as a separate bolt if you want to upgrade any of your existing ARs. The HMB, it has a pocket instead of a fully machined cam pin slot. So that helps with lubricity and it helps strengthen the bolt so it can hold up to a lot more stress. So that is just one way that they've sort of improved this platform considerably. With the machining of the block, machining of the suppressor, you know, using a good button rifle barrel, you know, the improved HM bolt. These setups are just amazing. And both of my house guns are 12.5-inch HM uppers, and they are fantastic. They are dead nuts accurate. You check out the original video. You guys will see what I'm talking about. We were hitting a coyote target at 300 yards without even thinking about it. So I'm going to shoot a couple more rounds. I'm going to pick up the pace a bit, and we've got various targets, 100, 200, 300. These are shootsteel.com D28s, and then those are 8-inch hanging rounds from shootsteel.com down at 200. All right, beautiful day here. Got my Freddy Krueger Dixon on. I got my Freddy Krueger gun. What's the worst that could happen here? All right. Beautiful. 9-inch barrel, relatively hasty shooting from a hasty shooting position. Wow, that's freaking epic. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I wanted to kind of show this off, give you an idea. There is a Google Docs file in the description box below if you want all of the detailed metering data that we collected on this particular upper. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the years of support. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you had a great day. We'll see you next time.